First up, a huge thank you to Panenka Bar and Grill for supporting the channel. You can find us there before every home game and post game, either celebrating or drowning our sorrows. It's a great premium bar and it's situated less than half a mile from beautiful downtown Bramall Lane.
Also, a huge thank you to Parrot Peel. They are a virtual band who create innovative musical experiences just for you. But you already knew that, didn't you? We've been talking about them for long enough. But please do go to parrotpeel.com and check them out because they are awesome.
Ale, ale, ale. Ale, ale, ale. Ale, ale, ale.
It's Sad Hal here with you, and do you know what? We'll hopefully try and cheer each other up. It's a match preview for Sheffield United versus Millwall on Saturday, 3 p.m. at beautiful downtown Bramall Lane. And Nick is here. Nick, welcome back. Swansea was ass, so let's ignore that. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you. I don't even want to talk about me and Ollie trying to get there. Let's just move on from Swansea completely because we're in party mode right now, aren't we? Because we've signed players. It's that AFTV meme. Sign some players, and we've signed some players.
Finally done it. Nils Zatterstram, only the second ever Blades player whose surname starts with a Z after Nick.
Zivkovic.
That's right, Richerio Zivkovic, now currently playing in Bangkok. So I'm not quite sure the career trajectory for him went the way he'd hoped. And Ben Godfrey also joining. So the Blades, Nils will wear 21 and Godfrey for the Blades will wear number 5. The transfer rumour mill, Nick, also in full swing. Which players that we've been linked with excite you the most?
Obviously, I've got to say Billing. Billing, I've always rated Billing. The biggest thing for me, randomly, that sticks in my mind from Billing was that pile driver of a shot that Dean Henderson saved against us at Dean Court all those years ago. But he's got a great shot on him. He's so tall and athletic. I just really, really like Billing, and I'd love to see us sign it. I don't think it'll happen. But we're talking about Blades against Millwall, aren't we? Tanganger, Hal. Tanganger. Is he playing in this game? Because we've not signed him as of yet. Will we sign him?
Japhet Tanganger, it would be a good signing. I feel like he won't play in this game. It'll be one of those where he's left out and we sort of get all sorts of reasons as to why, rather than anyone actually saying because he's going to sign for Sheffield United next week. But I do feel like he will. And it's a signing that I think would be welcome. It would be a replacement for Anel Ahmedhodzic. And that's needed. When you let players go, you've got to bring in quality replacements. And he's always played well against Sheffield United, which might skew our expectations of him, because I have done a deep dive, which will be available on this channel soon, into Tanganger. And I've managed to get a lot of Millwall fans' opinions. And let's just say it may not always be rosy.
Interesting, because yeah, I really like him too, and I know a lot of Blades fans like him, as you've just mentioned. But I've not watched that video yet. I obviously edit the videos, so that's the reason why I've said that. I will be editing this later on, and I'm really surprised at that. But I remember Tanganger from the Tottenham documentary with Jose Mourinho and you know, all the Tottenham players at that point, and he was like the rising star at Spurs. So you know, I always kind of watched out for his career, and I'd like to see him at Bramall Lane to kind of watch it more closely. But I just want to say before we move on, Zatterstrom, I'm really, really excited for this guy, and I don't want to put too much high expectations, and I don't expect him to start. I think it will be, we'll get onto it in a minute, but I think it will be Bindon and Godfrey. But I'm really excited for him. I've seen a lot of him recently, and I just keep getting excited about him. And the fact that we've now signed him, it's just, yeah, I can't contain my excitement.
Godfrey, of course, an option right back. I saw him when I was watching York City, which I used to watch when Sheffield United weren't playing, and he was a youngster coming through there. I always thought he was a very good midfielder. I spoke to a lot of my friends who are Norwich fans. Norwich fans still love and adore Godfrey, but his career after he got long COVID and some really bad injuries hasn't quite been the same. And we really hope for the Blade's sake, that he can rediscover that form that saw him as a 20 million plus pound player. When it comes to Zetterstrom and Godfrey, we have videos on this channel about both, and please do check those out at your leisure. Now, Team News is sponsored by Shazbat Designs, run by Sharon, a long-time Sheffield United Way supporter who has even created bespoke Christmas baubles for us in the past to decorate our trees. She is a self-employed, and Nick, is this pronounced pyrographer?
Well, it's pyro, isn't it?
It's a pyrographer?
So I don't know. I don't know how you say that word. I'll ask Sharon.
Helpful. Specializing in unique hand-burnt personalized wooden gifts. No two pieces are ever the same. She is incredibly talented. Also sells ready-made items on her website, which is shazbatdesigns.co.uk. Plus, you've met her in person, haven't you, Nick?
I have. Do you know what? I just realized as you were saying all that, I was listening to what you were saying, and then I realized that we've got a graphic and I've just not put it on screen yet. So it was on screen. Those of you that's listening on podcast, sorry. But Hal did fantastically well there. And yes, I have met her in person. I met her at the Roebuck Tavern, where I also met Dozy and Bose. And I'll be honest, I enjoyed meeting Sharon more.
Now, listen, right? I think it's really important that I say this. I was in Cyprus and you rang me because Dozy had invited both of us to go meet him, and I was like, no. But you met him, and you said to me afterwards you had a feeling that he wasn't going to be the owner of Sheffield United.
I'm going to say, what was that feeling? Yeah, it wasn't a good feeling. It felt very... I don't know how to explain this without making him sound really bad. I think he's made himself look bad anyway, but
leave it at that. I've said the piece that you knew he wasn't gonna you knew he wasn't gonna be our owner after that meeting, and I said to you that we're not going to do anything about him on the channel, and we didn't.
No, but we have done stuff on Shazbat. So yeah, one last plug, shazbatdesigns.co.uk.
So, Ruben Sayers has spoken about injuries. We have the same players out. We know about the long-termers. Tom Davies, poor lad, he always seems to be injured. Jamie Shackleton, and obviously Ollie Arblaster, our club captain. Now, Nick, what team are you going with for Millwall at home?
I am going to go for Cooper in goal, obviously. Sariki right back, Ben Godfrey at centre-back with Tyler Binden. I've put Zetterstrom just because he's a left-footed player. Obviously that can, it's always nice to have a left-footed centre-back as well to play on that left-hand side. But I think it will be Binden for this game. We'll see how Zetterstrom kind of settles in. Burrows at left-back, Sumere, Peck, Harmer, and then Brooks, Campbell, and Barry across the front line. I know Brooks didn't get the nod for the last game, but I think he will be at home against Millwall.
Might come too early for Nils. We shall see. Disagree? Like what you see? Let us know your thoughts. Let us know your comments. Let's now get, Nick, the opposition view.
Absolutely. So all this information is from David Liederkramer. I hope I've said that right, David. I know that you're watching. And he's been a supporter for Millwall for over 60 years and a season ticket holder for 40 years. So again, this is all from David's mouth. Millwall fans were optimistic heading into the season. Recruitment had been strong, the manager experienced, and the Berylson family continued to provide stability. They've done fantastically well as well in recent seasons, haven't they? Always getting in and around the playoffs. That's me, not David. Coburn returned permanently for up to £5 million. Usually it's with add-ons and things like that. While Alfie Doughty arrived for £3 million. I really wanted Doughty as well. I hate him, and that's why I wanted him. Injuries led to a couple of goalkeeper signings, and Zach Sturge joined permanently after impressing on loan. The campaign began with a 2-1 win at Norwich, ending a 57-year hoodoo and raising promotion hopes. But then it was smashed back down to earth when they lost to Middlesbrough 3-0 at the New Den. But the scoreline was a little bit harsh because they scored 2 really late goals. So team news for Millwall. Doughty is sidelined with a hamstring injury, which I'm happy about for him not playing, but obviously don't want him injured. While Tanganger was last season's team player of the season, he's obviously got a lot of interest from us and maybe other teams as well. So I doubt he's going to be playing in this game. Then we've got the team, and I'll just quickly run through it now for you. In the goal, Bender, Sturge at left back, either Tanganger or Kramer. Centre back with Jake Cooper. Boo. Right back, if Tanganger is playing, it'll be Kramer at right back instead. Left wing, Aziz in the centre. They've got Deneau and Mitchell. Right wing, they've got Negley. I hope I've said that right. And up front, Coburn and Ivanovic. That's a 4-4 flipping 2, Hal. David's gut feeling is that it'll end a draw, possibly 1-1, as the Blades' defensive issues still need addressing, even if some improvement has come in. Clearly it has. However, given the attacking quality in the United side, he could also see us edging it 1-0 or 2-1. He's clearly not been watching us in the first few games. So thank you, David. Really appreciate that. It was a very, very extensive rundown, and apologies if I've only kind of just scratched the surface of what you sent to us, but thank you. We really appreciate it.
Now, Roy's view, we're going to get the view from Millwall fans and Roy's view from the place to head to for the opposition view ahead of all of our matches. So some quotes that I've chosen. This is from Millwall fans. Sheffield United have no points and no goals. That's not true. And rock bottom, even below the Owls. Nailed on home win then. Yeah, I mean, it's just ridiculous, all of that. But I kept that one in because so much of it is wrong that, it's interesting to think what other fans think of us. No way are United going up, and Sayers will be gone by Christmas. You'd be forgiven for guessing that wasn't necessarily just the view of a Millwall fan. Sheffield United, this is quite a fun one. And actually, this was put on Twitter as well. Sheffield United is a nobody club. They're past their sell-by date and genuinely offer nothing to the league. Now, that is not true at all, because we actually offered points to both Bristol City and Swansea City. So we've actually been very generous. Utter nonsense.
Third in the division last season. Third in the division. Played in the Premier League a lot. Have Millwall played in the Premier League?
No, they haven't. So that's a very good point. I will say though, like Millwall fans generally have been, in terms of with Sheffield United and like some of the comedic moments we've had there. There was the leg. Do you remember the leg, the fake leg? There was there was some really good support with our friend Johnny from Shoreham View with Millwall. They've genuinely been pretty good, pretty sound.
They I know that Johnny's dad Kev is big mates with a group of supporters from Millwall. That'll be the reason why they were obviously so great about the Johnny stuff. Obviously, everybody's going to be great, but they probably took it to heart a little bit more than other supporters.
Cheers. I wasn't sure exactly what the connection was, but thank you for clearing that up. All right, let's talk about the referee. The referee for this one is John Busby. Now, last season, he took charge of 31 games. Have you got thoughts on him, Nick?
No. It's just I remembered what I used to do when you used to say the referee. Do you remember?
What did I used to do? No, I can't remember.
No, I used to do. I used to. What did I used to say?
Yeah, you used to just go. I think it was like,
yeah, I used to pretend like I'm gutted about every referee that we got.
Yeah, as if you had
just
kind
remembered it. I'm sorry.
Insight into them, and you realistically, unless it's like a famous referee like Pierluigi Collina, you've never actually heard of them, and you certainly haven't heard of this guy. So I'll carry on. Last season, John Busby took charge of 31 games, issuing this is low, it might sound like a lot, but just 93 yellows. He only gave 2 reds, one of which was a second yellow. He gave just 4 penalties. Again, compared with like the referee that we did for the last game, these are really low numbers, a very lenient ref. He took charge of our 2-1 away win at Bristol City last season, where you might remember he gave one of his rare red cards and he gave one of his rare penalties. He was also the man in the middle for our 1-0 home win against Preston North End. In his career, he's refereed us 5 times, and we've actually won 4 of those. He's refereed Millwall 12 times. They've only won 3, drawn 5, and lost 4. Don't read too much into that. I think the main thing to take from the referees is whether they're card happy, or in this case, not. Now we come to our score prediction. And if you'd like your score prediction shared here and to receive a whole host of other benefits as well as support us, head to patreon.com/Sheffield Sheffield United way. It really helps us to continue to do what we do. And Nick, do you know what? Let's do the score predictions with our friends at Parrot Peel, who have been such huge supporters for so many years of Sheffield United way. And I really appreciate them. And I know that, Nick, you do too. So if you're not familiar with Parrot Peel, you might have missed what we've shared about them before, then they are a virtual band. Many of the members are Blades. Check out parrotpeel.com. They've got a really good album, Tall Tales of 10 Girls. They've got new music as well, and we really appreciate them supporting us. They also have a suggested song of the match, and for this Millwall game, they've gone with I Hate the Central Line. You can probably guess why. If you like rock music, because they do different genres, then this one is in that rock genre. And if you want to scan the QR code on screen, if you are watching this on YouTube rather than listening, if you were listening, just head to Spotify and type in Parrot Peel. Then anyway, you'll be able to hear the suggested song for the match from our friends at Parrot Peel. Right, Nick, give me your score prediction for this one.
Oh, do you know what? I feel a lot more confident now we've got a couple of centre-backs in the door. I was always going to go for a 2-1 Blades win. I'm always going to go for a Blades win at home, even if we've got 0 points on the board. So, stuff it. Let's go for it again. 2-1 Blades.
Ray says 2-0. Last some points on the board. Ant agrees. Adam, the ever optimistic Adam, going 3-1 Blades. Paul going along with that. I don't know where they've been. Maybe they've been on the holidays. Steve is going 1-1. Ollie thinks we lose this 2-1, and Jono agrees. And that is our Ollie of this channel. So we should probably take a quick moment to say happy birthday. But after that prediction, I hate you. Cal thinks we will undeservedly win 2-1. We'll take that at the moment. James also predicting a draw. And Nick, you think that we will win 2-1. So I ask you, dear viewer, dear listener, what do you think? Let us know in the comments. Right, Nick, final thoughts. I want a quick fire out questions from you. Go on. You've got your finger up like we're at school.
Can I quickly, while we're doing shout outs, can I have a what loser puts their own logo on a t-shirt? That's me. That's me. And
I think it's someone else.
I was kind of aiming at that, but yeah, I'm glad you said it and not me. Yeah, so I've started a new channel called Not One for Neutrals. If you've made it this far in the video, you must be an absolute diehard Sheffield United away fan. So please go over to Not One for Neutrals on YouTube, and please, please, please subscribe to the channel, because we've only got 350 subscribers. I say only, that's pretty good in like 20 days or whatever that the channel's been born. So yeah, head over to there. And the last video that you'll find on there was voiced by, I would say yours truly. That's not me. You say yours truly, and that'll be correct.
And yours truly, yeah, the Bournemouth video. That's the best one on there, if you want my opinion.
Not technically with the numbers, but yeah, could be.
Numbers.
The rest have got my
lie.
face on them. The rest have got my face on. So yeah, that's not always a good thing.
Right, I want a quick fire one from you, Nick. So just yes or no's with these. Jaffet Tanganger, is he going to sign for Sheffield United?
Yes.
Philip Billing, is he going to sign for Sheffield United?
No, Ipswich.
Ooh. Okay. Are we going to sign, if let's just say if we're going with you there, just Tanganger, are we going to sign at least 2 more players after Tanganger before the transfer deadline closes?
I think so, yes, but I don't think these players have been linked with us yet. I think we'll be scrambling around after some attacking players as well. I think we need another midfielder in there that's probably not going to be Philip Billing. But yeah, I'm going to say yes, stick my neck out and say yes. I think we'll sign 2 more players, hopefully in an attacking part of the pitch.
Final one, any more of our key players going out of the door?
I don't think, not key. I think Reece Davis will go. I'm not sure if Robinson will go now, because the interest seems to have died down a little bit. But Reece Davis will go. There's Gus, there's Tyrese Campbell, but I don't think either of them will go. I think they'll realise that we're starting to make a decent squad eventually, and I think they will stay. But you never know. Like, what money talks, doesn't it?
It certainly does. I mean, not literally. That'd be terrifying. You'd never lose your wallet, though. Thank you all for watching or listening to this match preview, if you don't already, check out our audio podcast and leave us a review. Up the Blades.
Ole, ole, ole.